Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Calls and Puts Lifestyle here. Today what we're going to do the Sunday stock watch list. And for you guys who don't know, we have many interesting things to come. So as you can see on the earning whispers, there isn't much here. Monday, Tuesday has a little bit. On Thursday it's looking packed, but nothing much I trade here. Except from Levy, I don't trade it, but for you guys who trade it, yeah, just look at it on Thursday. So let's look at Tesla here. So, as you can see, I found a really good head and shoulder pattern. For you guys who don't know, basically there's a head right here, my right shoulder, left shoulder, basically resembling a human. So what happens if it creates a left shoulder, creates a correction with an uptrend, creates a head, and suddenly the uptrend fails, and then it goes back down to the neckline, and it creates a right shoulder here, or correction in a downtrend, and it goes down, creates another correction, and here it's a retest, and I would normally take this. So as you can see in Tesla, it created a shoulder. Normally on head and shoulders, you wouldn't see it strong where it looks exactly like this. You'll see one that looks slightly like a head and shoulder that you can see it, but not really. So as you can see, it created a shoulder. I would make the shoulder the most highest candle, as you can see here. So there's a left shoulder here, there's a head, which is the highest point, there's a right shoulder, and as you can see, it broke the neckline, which I made about the neckline, and then it broke out this neckline, and then as you can see, it went down, and then it retested this neckline, and as you can see, it created a really strong candle here. Because normally, when you look for a retest, you want to see like something to make sure that you're going to take the trade. So as you can see, there's a big red candle here, and look into the downside. So let's look at Apple here. So I'm not looking at Apple because it's something that I'm gonna watch, but just be careful of it when you take a trade. As you can see, it created this massive red candle here. This normally happens due to the news. I tried to search it up, but there wasn't much news that was negative that will create this red candle. So I'm not sure what happened here. Yeah. So let's look at Google. So Google's a little bit here and there for me. I saw supply zone, but some people know that supply zones aren't really reliable. You're gonna need lots of confirmations to make sure that the trade is gonna go to your side. Most of the time, supply zones do not happen, or they just turn into resistance, or they turn into a breakout point. So many different options that can happen, or maybe it could go to your side. So as you can see, for you guys who don't know what supply zone is, it's basically when price created a huge move to the downside, you want to mark the previous candle that, from a big red candle. Created a big red candles, and this is the supply zone. Basically, what you want it to do, you want it to go to demand zone. As you can see, this is the demand zone, which is basically where it creates a big green candle after a small red candle. Here, this is the demand zone, and you want it to go down to the demand zone, come up to the supply zone, and then you'll take this trade to a little short. I would say be careful. Get a really good confirmation if you're going to take this trade, or if you do trade supply and demand, or you can search up if you don't know. Trade with care, and as I said before, use confirmations such as a big red candle if you're looking for the downside, or a big green candle, or which I really like is, let's just say the stock moves up, and then suddenly it creates a doji candle. Doji candles are unsurety, but we'll come back to this in a moment. Google here. As you can see on Google, on Nvidia, there's as you can see, uptrend. There's an uptrend, and then there's a big correction. Correction is basically when the stock creates a higher low. So uptrend, correction, and up. So it's looking like it's not going to continue. This is what I think it is. It creates a red doji candle. A doji candle means balance in the market between buyers and sellers. How does this mean that the trade is suddenly going to reverse to the downside? This is why. The stock suddenly created a huge green candle, which just indicates that the buyers are overtaking the sellers. And then it continues, creates a little candle here, creates a red candle, creates a big green candle. But suddenly you see a doji candle. This means that there's a balance in the market between buyers and sellers. But how is there suddenly a balance in the market if the buyers are overtaking the sellers, and now the sellers are balancing with the buyers? So this normally indicates that the stock is suddenly going to go down. As you can see, there's another red candle, which could probably mean, yeah, trouble for the buyers. So video could go down, definitely. As you see on Amazon, people who trade a breakout, consolidation breakouts or retests like me, will see this. So as you can see on Amazon, there's a resistance line. I normally mark out resistance line when a stock or a candle, you'll say, a candle touches the resistance line 3 times. So as you can see, I marked it out. I didn't mark it out too good, but it's around like here, because rarely you'll see a resistance line that touches the candles exactly. So it just roundabout touch. I mean, if you guys are really unsure about what you do, you should mark it out with a rectangle as a zone instead of just a line. So as you can see, it touches zone or line 1, 2, 3. You can count this as 4 times. And as you can see, it broke out with a medium to strong candle, green candle, and then it retested this point right here, a little retest. And as you can see, it created a green candle here, a big green candle, which on the 1 minute, if you guys don't know, the difference between the 1 hour and 1 minute is significant. So if you see a candle like this on the 1 hour, it means that the 1 minute stock will look like it's really up. So as you can see, it created a doji candle, which means the balance. So as you can see here, big green candle, which means the buyers are overtaking the sellers. But there's a doji candle, which means balance in the market. So that means the sellers are balancing with the buyers. So which could mean that the sellers are overtaken. So you can see not much. You can see small red candle, which means that the sellers aren't really overtaking the market as much, but they're still in. Whereas with this green candle, they're not anywhere in the market. The buyers are overtaking. So we want it, as you can see here, this could show that these red candles could go back into this resistance zone, or into this resistance zone, and then it could go up. But as you can see here, there's a candle right here which is called the pin bar. So the pin bar looks like this. It's not really obvious, but yeah, this could be used for small confirmation. I wouldn't advise just to trade over this, over just like one candle. You want to see the whole market instead of just in comparison to one candle. So as you can see, there's in a pin bar, it looks like this. A small body and a big wick, and sometimes there's a small wick here, as you can see here. And this normally shows a significant move to the downside, but we haven't saw confirmation yet, because as you can see, it's not that big of a red candle here. I would like to see a candle like this here, instead of just a small candle like this. I would say to look at this for the downside. Look at Amazon in comparison to your other strategies, and take this advice for all the other ones. For example, here, use this with your strategy. Let's say if you do supply zones. I'm only doing the Sunday stock watch list to show you what you want to look at, what could be a significant move to the downside or to the upside, and you want to coincide this with your strategy. So thank you guys. It's Calls and Puts Lifestyle here. And one thing I want to mention, I've been reading this book called Trading Technical Analysis, as you can see here. I think you guys should all read this. If you really want to know about the stock markets, it tells you all about single candle analysis, which means as like doji candles. I'll show you here. doji candles, and if you can see it, doji candles, and also helps you about looking at the overall market and how to trade. But thank you guys for watching. It's Calls and Puts Lifestyle, and as you guys know, many interesting things to come. Thank you. Bye.